How's it going, guys? My name is Kyler, and welcome back to COD Week. So let me just talk about the two gameplays that I have here real quick before we dive into the actual commentary itself. So what you guys are watching right now is I have a I don't know, it's like a 2-minute all or nothing. It's actually really good. I went like maybe 20-3 or something. It was really fun. I enjoy playing all or nothing a bunch. And then the second gameplay that I have coming up later on in the video is it was like a free for all in terminal, which is one of my favorite combinations ever, with a sniper, but then I end up running into an invincible hacker, or invisibility hacker, however you say that. He basically couldn't see him, and he was still pretty bad. I almost came back and won that. But either way, you guys will see that coming up in the video. But let's get on to the real topic now. I probably just blew your ears out. But I think we're going to do this just like we've been doing the other COD Week stuff here. We're going to start off with the maps. Then we're going to go into the guns and kill streaks. And we could just pump them all out right here and have a bunch of fun. Because I love this game so much. Now, what I will say is, when this game first came out, I wasn't a big fan of it. I just didn't like it. I felt like, Infinity Ward, I bought this game already, and a lot of people are saying that. And then I just go back. Like, I took the time to kind of go back to MW2, and then I went back to, say, Black Ops 1. And while those games might have been amazing playing it, like, when they were in their prime and they were the current Call of Duties, I go back and there was just nothing but a bunch of hackers. It was, you know, you have the nuke tubes every now and then that were just killing you, and you're just like, oh, I can't do it. Yeah, so I decided to just, you know, dip into it a little bit more, take some more time, actually learn the game. And, you know, halfway, like, of the game's lifespan, when it was current, I was like, hey, this isn't a half-bad game. I actually enjoy this game quite a bit. And this is the game that I actually play, and I've live-streamed, like, almost every weekend for, like, the past month or so. And I don't know, I just love having a bunch of fun with it. And I think what keeps this game alive so much is the fact that they have the community list right here. So it just, I don't know, something like All or Nothing just seems to extend the game life by, I don't know, a month or so. Like, it's actually really fun to play. But I said I was going to talk about the weapons and just go with the format. I always get off like topic when I say that. I don't like sticking to the rule books, but let's try and stay on track this time. So we have ourselves weapons, and I kind of stated this in the previous Call of Duties. I like for weapons to be balanced, but I also don't like for every single weapon to be like a Nerf gun. If every weapon's like, I don't know, a one-shot kill or something, which sounds insane, you know, hardcore, you could go there and play like that, but I feel like I'd rather have every weapon be a one-shot kill rather than every weapon be just a Nerf gun. And it just feels like, you know, you have connection. It's just like, oh my gosh. And like this L11 that I'm using right here, this is one of my favorite snipers. I would honestly rank it probably third out of all the Call of Duties. L11 would definitely be my favorite. I know a lot of people like the MSR. I always seem to be really weird, like when snipers, and that's the invincible hacker right there. You can see I didn't see him at all anywhere. He's a real cool guy. 11th prestige, you know. You'll actually see his name like just wandering around every now and then, by like marksman or something. And that's one of the other things I love so much about this game is the fact that marksman. I don't know. I feel like it was a second UAV for me, and I was able to say, all right, boom, that guy is behind the wall. Now, it might have been OP at sometimes, but like I said, almost a lot of these weapons did a lot of damage. I felt like even if I saw you, say, just a bit before you saw me, you still had a chance. And that's what I really liked about it, and it just seemed to flow really good. Obviously, you kind of had some maps there, like Terminal, that were thrown in, but it wasn't really like a map that was thrown in at the beginning. I do feel like... Yeah, I don't know. Speaking about the maps, though, I feel like they were okay. I don't know why I couldn't kill that guy at all. But I feel like they were okay maps. Now, what kind of killed the game for me at the beginning was the fact that the spawns, they just were completely awful. I just kept spawning in front of someone. I know it still happens nowadays. They still don't have it fixed. And I think they kind of shot themselves in the foot when they were trying to make Call of Duty a fast-paced game. They were trying to get as much action out of it as possible, which I love that. Now that I see back to it, I'm like, you know what? KD doesn't matter a thing. I love just the way this works. Every now and then, though, you do, you know, get screwed over pretty bad over and over with the spawns, but, you know, sometimes you'll be on the other end of that, so it kind of evens itself out. And you take a map like Arcade. That map has no traffic patterns. Like, most of the maps in, say, MW2, I can tell you. I'm like, all right, don't go past that fence if you don't want to spawn flip. This, I can't tell you. We could literally be... I don't know. Let's take Terminal for just an example here. We could be inside the bookstore, and they could have the whole flight line to spawn on, and they would spawn like back in the metal detectors. I'm like, wait, what? Like, they even mess up the spawns inside a terminal. I'm like, how do you do that? I don't know. They I'm not gonna say they destroyed the map, which is still really fun to play on. I think what makes it so fun nowadays is the just the MW3 weapons, and there's a whole lot more, I don't know, excitement. It doesn't feel like the same thing as MW2 was, because over and over I just played the heck out of that game. But I don't know. I feel like they kind of screwed over some maps that could have been amazing, and it was just, you know, the way that the traffic patterns flowed. Like I mentioned a little bit, Arcade, it's a really good concept. Like it has, you know, the kind of the setting that I like. All right, we're inside of a mall, you know, kind of out in the like outdoors. It's kind of like a plaza in the back. There's like a loading dock or everything, you know, pretty cool right there. But they just, I don't know, the way kind of Infinity Ward maps normally work is there's like 2 traffic patterns on the side, and then there's 1 in the middle, so kind of like 3 total, and that's kind of how it normally works. But Arcade, you think about it, you have the bottom level, you have the top level, you have like the 2, I'm talking like kind of where the sunglasses shop, yeah, I guess is, if you're kind of familiar with that map, you can kind of get a picture for that. But you know, it's right on the 2 sides there, traffic pattern, but then you also have the plaza that's outside. It just kind of screws up the traffic pattern so much, and I don't know. So I think I've rambled on enough about the maps and guns here. So let's get into the kill streaks. And look at this guy right here. I go to knife the guy. I can see him with marksman, and he's just like, let's do a little bit. I wasn't actually the same guy there. That was Joyce or whatever that name was. But that's we'll get to that later. But the kill streaks. So I feel like there were a lot of kill streaks that were just copy and pasted. They did have a really cool idea where they decided to use, what was it? Like the different kind of strike packages is what they're called. You know, they had the specialists, which I thought was an amazing concept, and I think that's coming back in Ghost. Don't quote me on that. But then they also had the regular assault, which is just basically normal stuff. And I feel like where they went wrong was support. That's kind of why I saved it for last. Support, no one was actually supporting their team. Maybe, you know, I'll take that back. Maybe a few, because I like to run like the real kill streaks, what they probably intended people to use when they you know, we're marketing support and actually developing it, rather than using, let's see, not AC-130, let's use Stealth Bomber. You know, I think that's actually the only lethal, no, Stealth Bomber, either EMP or Juggernaut. It's like, oh my god, the amount of EMPs. It's like I earn helicopter after helicopter, and I can't call in a single one of these things because the EMP's up in the air. It's like, gosh dang it, guys. This definitely wasn't really balanced there. So I think that they went a little wrong there in the kill streak department of things there for this game. And I think that's about it I have for today. Let's see. Oh, yeah, one last thing I just want to talk about. If you guys see hackers, even though it doesn't... Look at this guy. This is the hacker. The guy has no idea this guy's even here, and he's missing every single shot with a sniper. Get out of my lobby. But if you guys see hackers, please just try to report them. I know it doesn't do much, but just try. Like, I feel like as long as people report, you know, maybe something will happen. I know they have a Twitter that kind of, you know, does a lot of that. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure to stay tuned for tomorrow's episode where I dip into Black Ops 2. That will be out 3 p.m. PST, like always, I guess. So, and one last thing. Be on the lookout for the Call of Duty Ghost wishlist. I'm supposed to be doing a dual commentary, hopefully. I'm not going to say much about that, but that'll be after Black Ops 2. Have a good day, guys. Bye.